Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is Red Star Falling from Mayfair Games. Most people are shocked to hear that Mayfair Games used to be a wargame company, and they had some good games too. They don't make any wargames anymore. Everything that they have now is Euros pretty much, or Ameritrash games. Hey, why do you care what those goddamn Russians think? We're going to have to fight them sooner or later within the next generation. Why not do it now while our army is intact and the damn Russians can have their hind end kicked back into Russia in 3 months? We can do it ourselves easily with the help of the German troops we have. If we just arm them and take them with us, they hate the bastards. Red Star Falling gives players the chance to make Patton's dream and every wargamer's fantasy come alive. In March 1945, the Western Allies and the defeated German Wehrmacht challenged the Russians for control of Central and Eastern Europe. Red Star Falling is a core-level game with these components. It says it's a moderate complexity but can be enjoyed by all gamers. Alright, here's a rulebook. We'll get to that in a minute. Take a look at the counters. Counters are standard NATO military symbols, which is what I expect from this era. It looks like they're single-sided, and there's a dice in there too. Let's look at the ad here. I always like looking at these old ads. ICBM, I have that. Obviously I have this one since we're looking at it. This one I need Sheridan's Ride and Morgan's Rifles. Richard the Lionheart, I have that. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. The Castle, I have that. I love that one. Space Empires is good too. And Transylvania is good too, even though they misspelled the name of the game on the cover and on the map. Here's the map here. It's got a terrain chart on the bottom left corner. Looks alright for an old game from, what was this, from the 1980s or something? Let's see here. Where's the copyright, if there is even one? I think this was from the 1980s. Oh yeah, 1981. Yeah, that's actually not bad for a 1981 map. Looks a little bit too dark for my taste though, but whatever. I'm sure it's functional. Here's the turn and replacement chart. So these are the reinforcements you get on each of these turns. Alright, let's check out the rulebook. Rulebook has 7 pages, 8 with the designer notes, and then the tables are on the back and the terrain effects chart. From the ruins of World War II arose two great superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. One of the more interesting questions is what would have happened if the two great powers had clashed in a full-scale war, especially before the use of the atomic bomb. The major arena conflict would no doubt have been in Central Europe, where the major land forces of both sides were deployed. Red Star Falling presupposes that the Soviets and Western Allies had a falling out when the final assault on Germany was to have begun, and that the Germans chose to fight to prevent the Russians from gaining control of their homeland. Now let's go over the game components. And on the counters you have attack factor, defense factor, and movement factor. Here's your sequence of play. Russian player goes first, completes the following steps: replacement reinforcement step, supply determination step, and movement. And then combat and mechanized movement. And then the allied player just does the same thing. And the game ends at the end of the American part of turn 14, or when the automatic victory conditions are fulfilled, whichever comes first. Here's your movement rules. You have normal movement, rail movement, mechanized movement. Looks like you have zones of control, and stacking limit is 3. Here's your combat rules. Looks like combat is compulsory. Each defending unit which has an opposing unit in its zone of control must be attacked. Here's your supply rules, your reinforcement rules. And then there's some special rules about the SS units and the atomic bomb. Alright, and here's the victory conditions. There's an automatic victory. The Russian player wins immediately upon entering any city hex of the Ruhr, such as Dortmund, Dusseldorf, Cologne, or Essen. The Allies immediately win by entering either hex of Warsaw. And then there's victory points too, and if there's 15 to 18, it's a draw. 19 to 22, it's a marginal victory, and 23 plus, it's a decisive victory. All right, so that's a short rule book. Who did this? Kenneth Kaufman. Yeah, so they said moderate complexity. This one actually I would consider low complexity. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've tried this, definitely let us know what you thought of it, and have a good evening.